Hello everyone, my name is Zoe Amani and you're watching my channel Blank Paper. So if you guys are anything like me, you love Thanksgiving, you love seeing family and eating lots of coma-inducing food and just all the activities the day of. But by the end of it, you're so drained that you just want to hibernate for the rest of the year and just retreat into your own little world. I really don't think there's anything wrong with this feeling. There's nothing to feel guilty about. Some of us are just natural introverts. So if you're anything like that, I'll be sharing with you today some ways to unwind after Thanksgiving. So stay tuned. So one way that I really love to unwind after Thanksgiving, or honestly like any huge event where I'm surrounded by lots of people, is to watch my favorite television show or favorite drama, or possibly start a new television or a new drama that's been in my queue for a while. I think this is like a really good way to unwind because it allows yourself to kind of retreat into a different world for a second, just get your mind off of anything that may have been going on during the day. I really prefer this to, say, browsing through the channels on television, or as much as I love YouTube, even like clicking through YouTube videos, because that can be a very stimulating process when you're already overstimulated. So sitting down and watching some long form entertainment like a drama, a TV show, or even a film can be a great way to unwind after the Thanksgiving craziness. Number 2 is reading a book. So if gluing yourself to a screen for an hour or two doesn't sound like the best way to unwind for some of you, I would recommend reading a book. It's a great way to unwind without being in front of a screen. I would actually recommend rereading a book you've already read that you know you're going to enjoy and that you know kind of puts you in a happy mood or a calm state. Or if there's a book you're already reading, just have it waiting for you when all the Thanksgiving events are over and all the dishes are done and you have some time to yourself. Yeah, just have that book waiting for you, because if it's a book you're currently reading and you know you're enjoying, it's also a really great way to just kind of retreat into a different world for a second and give your mind a break. And if you're gonna start a new book, I feel like it's such a time commitment that that's not something I would personally do, because I'd be worried that the book wouldn't capture me or interest me. If I make it my after Thanksgiving plans to kind of cuddle up with this book and it does not deliver, I'll be really frustrated and disappointed. So that's kind of why I would suggest rereading a book you've already read, or reading a book you're currently reading and know you're really liking the direction of. If you do start a new book, I would suggest a book of poetry or a book of short stories that's not as much of a commitment and you can kind of browse through and find something you like. Reading is a really great way to unwind. It's probably one of the most relaxing ways to unwind. That's definitely a suggestion of mine. Number 3 is to journal. Now, Thanksgiving is actually a really stressful holiday for a lot of people because you're meeting with family members that you haven't seen in a while, and it's usually just a lot of people, a lot of overstimulation, a lot of conversations, sometimes awkward. And especially if there's like familial tension or whatever the case may be, if you have a stressful Thanksgiving environment, sometimes journaling is a really good way to just let out your emotions and get in a new, more positive frame of mind after Thanksgiving. Or even if you have a very pleasant, happy Thanksgiving, journaling is a great way to just capture those memories and have them kind of frozen in time whenever you want to look back at them. I think journaling is a really underrated form of capture. We like taking lots of pictures, but I think it's important to journal those really great moments in our lives. So whether your Thanksgiving is stressful or really pleasant, journaling is a great way to relax and get it all down. Now, this one I think may be one of the most productive ways of unwinding after Thanksgiving, and that is taking a walk or a jog. And that depends on how soon after eating you're able to do this. If you just ate, you're gonna want to kind of take a slow walk, and if it's been a while since you've eaten, you can maybe go for a brisk jog. I personally, every Thanksgiving, stuff myself to the absolute maximum, and what do? I lay in my bed and I take a nap afterwards, and this is probably the worst possible thing you can do. So don't be like me. If you have the chance, take some time to yourself and go out for a walk or a jog. Now, I know in some parts of the country or other parts of the world, if you guys celebrate Thanksgiving there, it may be too cold to go walking or go out for a jog. So I would instead suggest maybe doing some little exercises indoors like jumping jacks or squats, something that gets your blood pumping and gets you moving even though you probably feel like a potato. You want to kind of move until you get rid of that feeling, and kind of have a little bit more energy again. And then if you have a treadmill or an elliptical inside, that's also a really great way to decompress. Like you can take your mobile device and like watch something while you're on the treadmill, kill two birds with one stone. Get moving on Thanksgiving. Like I think that's a really great way to kind of like unwind. And lastly, and this may be my favorite on the list because it kind of incorporates everything a little bit. Not everything, but like some of the things I mentioned. Taking a long bath. Now, I think for some of us after Thanksgiving, it's a bit hard to get away and get time to ourselves, especially if you have family or friends staying with you. It can be hard to get that second to yourself. So I would suggest kind of sneaking away and, to go wash up and just take a really long bath and do that while doing one of the first three things that I mentioned. So you can either be reading a book or watching a drama or a film, or you can be journaling. And I would say, take full advantage of this time, like have bath bombs prepared, essential oils for aromatherapy. Like really go all out. And if you're really paranoid like me while you're watching a drama or film, like you can just tape the camera or put a sticky on the camera of your laptop, because I know that can be kind of weird, or even your mobile device if you're watching on mobile. Or if you journal or read a book, I would just recommend putting like a thick dry towel on the border of your tub, just so if water splashes, it kind of soaks it all up and you don't have to prop your book up on a wet surface. Those are my tips for unwinding after Thanksgiving. Let me know if you guys do this too, like if you try to get away after Thanksgiving is kind of over and just have some time to yourself. I'm such an introvert, so as much as I love being around people and I love seeing my family and friends and of course like the food and everything and just spending time with people, at the end of it I'm just so drained. I just want to kind of get some time to myself and chill and relax and just kind of process everything. So yeah, let me know if you guys are like this, and comment down below if there's any ways that you like to unwind after Thanksgiving that could maybe help me or others watching. I'm really interested to know. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video if you liked it, share if you found it share worthy, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.